What's going on, people? Welcome back to Stream, where I am sitting here with vegan chef Quiana Rice.
I am basically family. The fact that you have to say vegan chef.
I love it, but I'm not done with my introduction. Thank you. We refer to you as Chef Q, though, right? Is that what it is? The local celebrity, rising star. That is you.
I'm receiving
I
it.
see you on everything, like every news channel, like 247, 56. You be on PBS doing your whole thing. So this has been rapid since your first serving of vegan macaroni and cheese.
Oh.
Like you was doing like stands.
What was that? 2016?
2016, I think.
I think I started coming in 15, 16. I was like, let's just go outside and see what this is like.
Okay, so we're gonna welcome Miss Kales and Carrots herself. Miss Kales and Carrots, Miss Quiana Rice.
Not kales and carrot herself.
Well, that's what that kitchen is. Kales and Carrots.
I'm literally going to use that statement from here on out.
Oh, you should. I gave it to you. It's yours.
Kale and carrot herself.
Doesn't it feel good?
It does.
I thank you for being here.
I appreciate it.
My audience thanks you for being here.
I'm excited.
I am super excited and nervous.
No.
You are a superstar.
No. Insert vomit here.
Okay, so people know Stream to be a show that talks about people who stream. So they're probably like, well, why does she have a chef here? But those who follow you know that you have a strong, what do you say, you're a social media mogul?
A social media whore is a real word. I'm superior. I am. It's true. Because I love social media.
I'm surprised that you don't know how to hold a mic.
I'm just loud, so I know to hold it here, so it's not.
Hold it here, because I'm loud too.
You're welcome. I'm holding it accurately, so I'm not overpowering the mic.
Okay. So I have you here because you have a hell of a following. You know, you're all over television. You're all over the computers. Like when I stroll IG, I see you just smiling and happy and
that is wild.
Playing with some carrots.
That is wild.
We love that.
That is actually wild, but it is. The people who do this don't want to hear this, so I just have to be like, oh, cool, because I'm always like, nobody's watching.
Everybody's watching.
Nobody's watching. Nobody sees my videos. Nobody sees it. I'm just doing it, and one day somebody's gonna watch it, and we're gonna get picked up.
And then what happened?
They watch it.
Right? How crazy is that? So before we get into the interview, do you want to pray? Because you're sitting talking to me.
Yo, this is about to be a bit more crazier than I thought. And I pray on the way. Move me along, 'cause I already know.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name.
I'm saying it for you.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Okay.
What is Lake about to do?
No, we just want the people to get to know you a little better, you know what I'm saying, have a candid conversation. So with your spirit and your cooking style, a lot of people don't even know that you are a Detroiter.
Now, it's so weird though. People always like, where did you come from? I'm like, here.
Like, so rep your city, rep your...
Like, literally, I was born off Dexter. Like, I lived on McQuaid. I am a D girl from the beginning to the end. Like,
And what high school?
Listen, I went to Kyden Elementary, I went to Brooks Middle School, and I went to Cody High School. I am a Detroit baby.
I know, like...
People don't know that.
No.
They're like, where are you from? I'm like, here. Why'd you want to put your restaurant in Detroit? Because I'm from here.
And that's the crazy part. Like, people don't think that people from Detroit is supposed to be spirited and well-spoken and care about their health. You know,
that's the biggest statement. Nobody's ever interviewed me and said those words.
No, it's the truth.
Because I got told no a lot. Mm-hmm. Your people don't want to eat like this. Who is your people?
People from Detroit.
Like, who are you? What are you talking about? Like, why do you have to make it seem like black folk don't want to eat healthy? And we do.
Ain't that crazy?
That's wild.
And we're going to get into all that. So, when you, background-wise, like, people don't know, from high school, you went to college.
I attempted college.
You went. You were there.
I attempted it.
Yeah.
I was there. It was a great attempt.
It was
a great waste of my money. It was okay.
It was a great waste of money.
It was a waste of money. It's not for everybody. I'm honest. Listen. let me be very clear, because there are people who are made for school, like my sister. Mm-hmm. She is a habitual schoolgoer. She will probably go to school till she's 100.
Right.
I will invest in what I need to learn.
Right.
I don't want all of it because I feel like nothing that they taught us in school, none of that was here. Right. None of that helped me for any of this.
So the crazy part is, we went and met at Central Michigan University,
CMU.
And you got a chance to meet me. How great is that?
And kegs.
And a lot of kegs.
And a lot of kegs.
But we're here like 25 years later from that.
In real life.
And this is one of the craziest parts when you're young. I remember the day you told us that you wasn't coming back to school.
I was like, I'm
anymore.
not.
And
it wasn't my ministry.
Right. But how hard was it at that age to make the decision to leave school? What was that like?
Ooh. I feel like that was like a piece of like the beginning of my journey. I feel like it was a piece of like realizing you're going to school for everybody else and it has nothing to do with you.
Right.
Because, and I'm going to be honest, like I feel like a lot of people go to school like, in my mind, I want to be the first person to go to college and graduate college in my family.
Right.
Why did I want to own that? Like, and that, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I tell people it's all about like when you understand yourself, like, why did I have to own that? Right. Shout out to therapy, because therapy is, shout out to therapy because it teaches you like, I don't have to live for everybody else.
Right.
And who gave me the title that I had to be the college goer for? It wasn't required.
But Q, we were like 19. And we had a whole little crew, y'all.
Honey child.
And we was on your head.
We was having a ball.
We told you was going to fail.
In real life.
We all sat in the room and was
initially
like...
when I left, I was going to leave because I was going to sing.
Right.
Which people don't know. Like, people don't...
Well, I know, and if you stop reading my cards,
I didn't even read it to say that. Damn, Gina.
So, I mean, but
I did, because that was my thing. Like, I'm wasting money. And all the student loans were in my name. Mm-hmm. So all I was thinking was like, all this debt is yours.
Right.
Who paying for it?
Right.
Why did I choose violence?
Then that last year we wasn't doing nothing with our
Bruh.
we really jacked off all the money.
I knew how to throw parties. I knew how I knew how to run, I knew how to start a business. I was braiding hair. Remember I was braiding hair?
Yeah, you were braiding my hair.
I was braiding hair to like pay for things, like books.
And then we still wasn't reading the books.
No.
That's crazy. So and that's where I was going to, because you had an inspiration. And that was singing. And you were pretty much following your dream. Because I remember when you hit the stage, when you guys did Raising in the Sun.
Remember when we did? Oh, my God.
I love you more.
Raising in the Sun was fire.
And everybody seen that talent. They seen a young lady who embodied a character who was committed to her entertainment craft, and you became your own, once again, famous little bean on this little white campus that we lived on.
Because it was only a few of us, honey.
It was 490.
It was the pepper.
Out of it was 16,000. 490. So
it was 490 of us.
You had the inspiration that you were going to be in entertainment. Was that the driving force at the time?
I knew, you just know what feels good.
Right.
I'm very big on doing stuff that like, how do I feel? Number one, and number two, it always doesn't match what everybody else wants you to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm the person who's like, oh, I'll build the boat as I go. Let's just put this piece of wood out. If this stick, let's try another one.
Well, that's so dope, because I thought we were the boat, and then you took the roles, and I'm like,
we the
that
boat.
Was hurtful.
Where you going?
That was hurtful. Like, who does that?
And here we go.
And now it's still like glue.
But I didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I got to go, but still.
So people don't know that you are an amazing singer. And this is one of the things, because...
Isn't that weird?
No, what's really weird is that it's my birthday, right? And I didn't get a birthday song.
That's because I have a voice.
Okay, well, I need one now.
I woke up today sounding like a little boy. I don't sound like I can sing right now at all, because I cannot.
So you telling...
Then that mean I'll be back. And that's on period.
Is that your way of saying you're not going to sing for me?
How I'm going to sing? I sound like a boy.
You always sound like a boy.
Dang, Gina.
You a tenor. Actually,
I'm an alto.
If people,
I just sound like I'm a tenor right now.
If they close their eyes, they would think two boys was having this conversation right now.
And that's the main thing, okay?
Yeah.
I will fight you.
I just want my birthday song.
Why didn't you ask for a birthday song Friday?
Because
what?
it wasn't my
was a whole
birthday, but
DJ.
today is my birthday. Silent, uncomfortable, silent pause.
I don't even know if I can hit any of the notes.
That's okay. We don't care.
So you've been waiting all this moment, and it's finally come your way. And we're here to wish you happiness and lots of joy today. So be thankful for the blessings that are sure to come your way. Now let's celebrate the time and make it full of joyful cheers. I want to say happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to you.
It's not my birthday.
Buster.
Thank you.
I won't
thank you,
say
thank
the
you.
words that I want to say because we are live. I'm going to keep it real copacetic.
Okay. So, music career. I love you.
Kiss my butt.
Music career. You tried the Destiny Child thing.
Dang, you gave us Destiny Child.
That's what y'all was trying to be. 3 little women.
Duh.
And then you went from that to a rock band.
And it was fire. All of
That
them.
was fire. That was like my dream.
Listen,
if you guys,
we went from Silhouette and we performed. Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy? Like we were performing everywhere.
Yeah. And then you got with a
Final
whole.
Q. The band Final Q. I thought I was supposed to be a rock star. Like I did.
When you did the rock star thing, I really thought like you were walking in your path.
We were fired.
Yeah.
I was like, right now, people be like, can we book y'all right now? We're thinking about doing like some pop-ups at like Mix or like Locker Room.
That would be dope.
I know because it's kind of fire.
Yeah, I will be there in front row. Maybe I get on the list.
I thought that was my calling. And then God was like,
I got something for you. Here's 2 kids.
I got you. Here are your children. And you know what? Show people how to eat the lip.
So that's what I was saying. Like, so you got the music career going on and you're raising these kids.
They were at every rehearsal.
How do we get from there to here where we are now?
In real life, none of the cooking with Q stuff would have ever happened if I didn't find out I had sarcoidosis.
Okay.
Never. Like, not never.
So can you tell us what that is?
So sarcoidosis is an autoimmune disease. And it's supposed to be common in African-American women. And lo and behold, I'm black. Thought I was. Nobody knows about it. Bertie Mac died from his sarcoidosis. So you literally are going to take care of it or it will take care of you.
Okay.
And with me, I don't always accept everybody's answers. I mean, I always go against the grain. That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. I'm going to. So if somebody tells me like, "Yo, we got to give you steroids. You need to take steroids 3 to 4 times a day," that's what's gonna make you feel better. My brain was like, "You're not making sense because I know you tell athletes not to take steroids. Mm-hmm. So if athletes shouldn't take steroids, why should I?" That was my only. There was no other logic. I had no more.
You telling me to put something into my body, and
because when you look at the side effects of steroids, it's going to affect your kidneys. It's going to affect all these different arteries, and you're going to piss off your life, and it's going to shorten the days that you get to live on this earth. And my brain was just like, "Yo, this sounds stupid." So I graduated from Google University, so I Googled. I Googled, and Google, you get WebMD. Oh my God, but everything was like plant-based, and I was like, "This sounds crazy."
This sounds crazy.
This sounds wild AF.
You know, I walked to the restaurant like, this is the stupidest shit I've heard of.
Why would
Where's the meat?
What are you doing?
So.
But that's where everything came from.
And when was that?
I'm 45. This had to be when I was like 29.
Okay.
Because my brain was like, well, I'm going to try vegan. And I wasn't like, I'm going to try to be vegan for a month. I'm very petty. So I was like, let's start small. Mm-hmm. All the goals matter. So I tried to be vegan for like a week. And it worked. Then it was like 2 weeks, and then it worked, and 3 weeks. And when I got to the month, I'm like, whoa. But when you have sarcoidosis can affect you in any type of way. So it can affect your arteries. It can affect like your vision. It can affect. So they thought I had like rheumatoid arthritis because I was swelling. They were like, your vision is getting worse. So they thought it was da-da-da. Then they went to like, but my lungs kept collapsing.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Dumb stuff. If you had a cold, I had pneumonia. My cough sounded like I smoked 100,000 packs of cigarettes a day. Like, you think I sound like a boy now? I sounded horrifying. And then when I hit the 30-day mark, and I had rashes. You know, black folks get rashes is eczema.
Yeah.
Put some cream on it. No. So 30 days, the cough started going away. And then when I got to 60 days, the rashes started going away.
Really?
And I thought I did something bad at CMU. Like, I literally was like, I must have messed with something really bad at CMU. And
Yeah,
that
you had
that's why I was like, these rashes, the water. Maybe
the white roommates.
No, okay. I was like, what is happening? Is this what these rashes were? And they're like, no, that's eczema. And I'm like, it's not. After 60 days when those rashes started going away, I was like, yo, the only thing I changed was the food. Mm-hmm. So my brain was like, what the heck is in this food? And I should probably tell somebody.
And that's when you started the journey of telling us
Yeah.
all.
Because I don't know how to half do nothing. So, like, I was like, oh, I'm going to start cooking with you. And I was like, well, if I'm going to start a business, it has to be right. It had to be a registered business, da-da-da-da-da. You got to have a website. And I was, like, super scared to launch a website. But I did it.
So what other benefits? Because a lot of people are seeking to eat to live.
They should.
You know, and I'm struggling. I'm still struggling.
We all
I'm
struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm struggling. 'Cause I love me some meat. But what are some of the benefits that just your average Joe can experience? I know I look at your skin. You know what I mean? Your skin is always fabulously beautiful.
Praise
you know?
Jesus.
Well,
It didn't used to be.
And kales and carrots.
Come on. But in real life, because I pay attention to what I put, if I eat crap, I know exactly how I feel after I eat the crap. Mm-hmm. It's just like alcohol. I love a good bourbon. Alcohol has zero benefit for us.
Right.
We do it because what?
We like it.
Same
it's
thing
good.
with our bodies. We eat food that we like. We don't eat food that we should eat. Most people don't understand that. Like, our bodies are created to freaking eat the rainbow because that's what we're supposed to have. But we only eat the fruits and vegetables that we like. When the reality is, sometimes stuff don't have to be good. It don't have to taste good. You need to eat it because you need to.
But the crazy part is you're making it taste good. And it's something you need, like,
because I think that's the negative connotation against people who are vegan or people that are eating healthy, that the food's gonna taste like crap.
Right.
I've never given you anything that tastes like crap, have I?
No, and I've been dreaming about that damn vegan Caesar dressing. Like, this can't be possible. It gotta have some cow in here because I know, right?
There's nothing. Like, I don't give y'all nothing. Like, and the biggest thing about meat, I have nothing against people who eat meat because you could be a horrible vegan eater. Like, let's be honest. Oreo cookies are vegan. If you ate Oreo cookies every day of your life, bro,
that's
R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Oreo cookies. But the reality is, like, and I travel a lot on purpose because when you see the food that they eat in other countries, they don't have all the stuff we have here in the United States.
Right.
But people in the United States, we're spoiled, rotten, and we want easy access. Everything has to be instant gratification. That's why I want 5 burgers for $5. I want everything real quick. And the reality is sometimes, like, good stuff, it's not instant.
Now, one of the advertisements you have at the restaurant, and the restaurant is the kitchen by Cooking with Q. So
it's not Q's Kitchen. It's the kitchen by Cooking with Q.
They be like, the kitchen. Where you at, the kitchen?
They be like, you at Q's Kitchen? Like, I should have just named it.
Wait a minute. This guy told me, I was like, I'm cooking with Q, and he like, so you gonna cook for the Qs and not for the Kappas? What? I was like, you need to Google something, be about yourself. But nevertheless, you do say this is where meat eaters meet.
Vegans and meat eaters coexist.
Right. And how did you come up with that kind? You wanted us to come in that restaurant and then order a dang on fishless sandwich, didn't you? Because it's fire. The fishless sandwich is fire.
It's so good. But my reality was, when I went vegan, there was nowhere for me to go. I was actually pissed. Like, I was pissed. Like, there was nowhere I could go. Because if you take a vegan to a restaurant, now it's popular.
Right.
But like, when I'm 29, I'll be 46. When I was 29, you go to a restaurant, you're talking about, let me get something vegan. They're going to bring you a salad, or they're going to bring you a plate with like cucumbers lined up cute, tomatoes, onions. Here's a few pieces of lettuce. Make yourself a salad.
Nothing hot.
There was nothing hot. Nobody cared. So I wanted to make a place that was the complete opposite. So everything on the menu starts plant-based. But if you want a different protein, you can get it. But then I don't just give you any protein. So like, there's salmon, but it's like free range. These are not salmon that are being mass-produced and in an unhealthy habitat. When people are in unhealthy habitats, they create unhealthy enzymes and all these different things. So it's a reason. The meat you get is halal. I care. I'm not that crazy vegan that's like don't touch that sheep, leave that cow alone. Like, I'm not, because people gonna people.
Right, people gonna people.
So it's okay, live your life.
So let's talk about the business, because a lot of people look at you and they're like, how did this black girl, if they know you're from the city, come up with this concept, and let alone did something as great as like
gorgeous.
When it's gorgeous. It's even, I'm like 4 years later,
Five.
Five years later, we go in there and it's still gorgeous. How did you step into building a legitimate business here in the city?
I think the greatest part of me being this business is that I did not do the normal things. Because you think out of the box. So like most people are like, in the beginning they were like, you can't open a restaurant, you didn't go to culinary school. And I'm like, you went to culinary school, you don't have a restaurant. Like, don't come for me unless I send for you. Because I think y'all forget I'm from Detroit.
Right.
So my brain is like, I think out of the box, I don't think like everybody. And then I learned by throwing myself in it.
Right.
I'm telling you, like, I learned, I am not the person like, don't put this boat on the water until we know that it floats. I'm like, put this one piece of wood on there. Let's see if I can stand on this one piece of wood, we can add another one. I'm going to build the boat as I go. And I think I built the boat as I go. The kitchen was never supposed to be a restaurant. Remember? It was only supposed to be like, we're supposed to do cooking classes, yada, yada, yada. Kitchen store cooking classes. 100 people knocked on the door to the kitchen. 2 weeks before open, I made a menu.
And they asked for food.
You make fire food. Why you acting like you don't want to cook? And I'm like, well, no. You know,
Like, I want to teach people how to cook so I don't have
at
to.
home.
And then now we have a restaurant. We have culinary courses. We have meal prep.
Yeah.
And you're servicing for different sports teams as well. How?
All kind of stuff. Everything that has to do with Eat to Live, it helps me know when I can say yes and when I can say no. Everything focused with Eat to Live. If I'm showing you how to eat to live, I'm going to do it. If it has nothing to do with me eating to live, I'm not going to do it.
That's what's up. Now, it seems like on the news channels, I don't know which day you're going to be on what.
I'm very excited about that.
I mean, so you
One
really
day they're going to offer me a show.
We're waiting on
In the name of Jesus, I decree and declare today on this show, somebody's going to give us a show.
They're going to give you a show.
And it's going to be amazing.
So what are we going to do to get it? Well, shit, you already doing what
I'm
you're
doing
supposed
the work.
to. Right, you're doing the work.
Anybody need to see my work? Surely it's on YouTube. Surely you see it.
I mean, because I'm like,
I'm good at my job.
You're doing 2, 4, and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, and are all these meatless segments, like, it's like you got a residency on these.
It's real life, but the goal is, I think people, and that's my biggest thing, because people stick me to, like, I'm only a vegan chef.
Right.
And the reality is, I just accepted the chef title. I would be like, I don't know who y'all talking to, but okay. In my head, I don't have to be a vegan chef. I cook for everybody.
Right.
I do. And people are like, how can you cook meat if you don't taste it? It's because I smell in harmony. And I know that sounds wild. That's real. But I smell in harmony. So in my mind, I smell it and it's like harmony. It's like if you sing a song, you know it's in harmony. You also know when it's off key. So I smell in harmony and I know when it's not in harmony because it smells off key.
I love that. Now, we have some people who like, I just want to try a vegan dish.
Pull up.
Do you have a simple recipe?
All the recipes. I make all the recipes simple because my kids didn't give a care when I was learning how to do this. Kids don't care. They don't respect you, okay? kids don't care if you worked a 9 to 5, if you worked a 8 to 12. They do not care. They want food fast. So I try to make all my recipes like real fast. I'm not the person, even when you come out cooking classes, you need to cut at a 90-degree angle. No. We're on Woodward's. You got to expect, and I'm from D Block. Like,
right.
You got to expect a little tiny bit of hood, and I need to get this in fast and done.
Like, I need y'all to chop this up and we can move on.
You ready to eat? Because when you're eating, nobody's measuring how many inches that carrot was when you swallowed it.
Right.
And that's the main thing. People get super extra for no freaking reason. You're not going to do it.
So I was doing some research on you because you're all over
God.
No, it's not.
I am your whole friend. What is she talking about?
It is my job
to
get me
out of here.
You know what? You know what I found out when I was researching you? Because my questions came from my head, but I wanted to see what I can find out about Quiana Rice. You know what I found out?
What did you find out?
Quiana Rice is a dish. It is a red rice or red quinoa that has a reddish brown
What
color.
are you talking?
And a nutty flavor. So I am expecting for you to find a Quiana Rice and make it a dish. Because this is a new beginning.
Where am I?
So I want when I asked ChatGPT, I said, "Tell me something about Quiana Rice." It was like a red rice or red quinoa, and that's perfect for you.
We're done.
We're perfect
done.
for you. You're gonna make that a dish for me, and it's gonna be.
I want everybody to stay off of ChatGPT.
So we're talking about new beginnings, and this year we have the draft coming to the city of Detroit. And I hear that you may be.
That was a blessing from God.
What is the
God
news?
wants to give out blessings. He give them out where you be like, girl, you ain't even know this is about to pop off.
I know.
The draft is April 25th, 26th, 27th.
Mm-hmm.
We are one of the vendors at the draft.
Really?
There is no other vegan vendor. I'm the only one. So people can come to the draft. I don't care what your dietary restriction, you can come to the draft and go ham.
So where exactly, like, how is that set up? You gonna go ham at the vegan?
Go ham. That's not vegan. Moving along.
You can go carrots.
Nobody's safe. Go carrots.
So what does that mean? Because I know you had a restaurant in one of the stadiums.
Yeah.
Where were you?
So we
at?
rotate. We go from Little Caesars Arena, Comerica Park, Ford Field. We are back in Comerica Park in June. Nobody knows that except you right now.
Okay. And
Shout out to
my
y'all.
audience.
But we are going to be at the NFL draft. There's only 24 vendors.
Okay.
They're expecting 50 to 75,000 people per day,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the low end. God is good.
That is good.
God is good.
That is good.
So for only 24 vendors, and I'm the only vegan, and I'm the only person that gets to carry like smoothies.
Right. It's gonna be crazy.
Night.
I mean, I see.
Night.
I mean, I seen you at Vegan Fest.
Veg Fest because we go.
Veg Fest.
Veg Fest in Juneteenth. Our lines are psycho.
That was the craziest thing. I'm like, excuse me, that's my friend. Can I say?
I'm not waiting in this line.
They like, she's my friend too. Like, goddamn, I used to live with her. Does that matter?
Does that matter?
Like, she feeding you, but she used to sing to me.
Period.
Like, but I mean, everybody loves you.
I
Everybody
think that's
is
dope.
your friend.
That's dope.
It's also exhausting.
It's exciting.
Yeah. I'll say it for you. It's exhausting.
It's exciting. It's super exciting.
So,
I think I've become the most extroverted introvert ever in life.
you have to be. You have to be.
And I love all the people that love on me because I know promotion comes from God. I tell people all this now, like promotion comes from God. So if you get people that actually believe in what you do,
Right.
that's a different type of thing.
And what you have going on is belief, and your light shines bright. It always shines bright. You know, actually, you are the reason why I have friends that I have now. You know what I mean? And the reason why we're still friends to this day, because you brought some unlikely groups of people together.
Unlikely.
And
It worked.
it worked well. And now you expand that to life and what the world looks like for you right now. I wish you hell of a luck.
Oh.
I'll give you a call on the 28th, 29th of April and be like, are you exhausted now?
I would be like, what island?
Yeah, you'll probably be somewhere
Like,
in
where?
Haiti or somewhere.
Where am I going right now?
I feel that. So you do this segment called A Day in the Life with Q.
Oh.
Is that what it's called?
I always think nobody watches that.
Okay, and you did that to show us how tired you are, right?
I want people to see real life because I feel like Instagram, people only show the cute stuff on social media.
Right.
I hate that.
Right.
I think that's fake and you set people up for failure. Like,
Right.
You need to know, like, yo, sis is crying sometimes. Like, I'm mad. Like, I get pissed off. Or everybody that you think have your back not gonna have your back. Or it's not pretty.
Right.
The entrepreneurship is not for the faint at heart. It's not for the weak.
And congratulations on 5 years. And a little bit more than 5 years. That's just a restaurant.
That's the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand. And a restaurant is the business. Most of the people that started with me, they don't even exist no more.
Right.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And a blessing.
It's crazy. It's a lot of work.
And I've watched the show and you wake up like, okay, y'all. We're about to do it again.
Because it's like Disneyland. When we go to Disneyland, Disneyland just looks pretty on the outside.
Right.
But you don't get to see behind Disneyland. There's 50, 100,000 people working to make sure that, oh my God, somebody just dropped their ice cream cone. Go give them another ice cream cone before they get it cleaned up. Like, it is not for the faint of heart. Like, entrepreneurship is choosing
and
violence.
when you come into the restaurant, and you guys, the restaurant is located on what word?
6529 Woodward Avenue.
6925.
6529 Woodward Avenue.
6529.
6529.
And that's the kitchen
By
by
Cooking with Q.
right.
It's beautiful.
When you go in there, the restaurant is beautiful. On Fridays, you do a wind down.
After work wind down.
And that gives people the opportunity to literally wind down. When you walk in, the atmosphere is so welcoming. The children are welcome. Your moms are welcome.
The
It's,
DJ is playing amazing music. It is just a good time.
and people are conversing and laughing.
Strangers become friends.
Yeah.
It is such a cool place.
Does that make your heart happy?
That's probably, I was just sitting here talking to Angie, LC, that owns Locker Room, because we were talking about how much we love what we do, and we don't just love it because we love money. Like, we love the fact that people come there, like I learned at the class, or we walk in and people are eating, having a good meal with somebody that they love. They're having a good time. Like, they're having a ball. Like, I think that's the dopest thing. That's the dopest thing in ever.
Yeah, that's why I love what I do, because it gives me the opportunity to shine light on people and give them their flowers. And I thank you so much for being one of the people in our community.
Flowers?
Yeah, I ainain't buy none for you.
I love flowers.
But you see it? The flowers. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Because I am a good friend.
Yeah.
You got virtual flowers and shit. I see your gift of flowers.
This is amazing.
But I want people to know all the good work that people are doing in our city, and if they can just receive a little bit of light, maybe it'll be something good for them.
Because Detroit is an amazing place.
We are.
And I think it's an amazing place that was initially getting a bad rap. And I don't know why. Because wild stuff happened in every city.
Absolutely.
But y'all just focusing on us. But I feel like there's so much talent in Detroit, whether it's food, whether it's art, whether it's music. Detroit is full of talent. I tell people all the time, like, if there was a place to come visit, go to Detroit.
So what would you say pushes you on a daily basis?
I was like,
No shit. I knew you was going to say God.
dog, why would you say no? What?
But God pushes you on a daily
No,
basis.
in real life, because I tell people all the time, if I didn't have God, I'd have no clue where I would be.
Right.
In real life. Like, you know my whole life. Right. You know the back life, you know all the lives. And every single life that I choose to live, God lets me live it. And I know every day I'm here because I'm doing the purpose. I'm doing what God told me to do. Not because I want it, but He makes it so good. So even when it's like pressure, when the pressure is getting worse, it's still like I'm doing what God said. So it's fire.
And you need to tell people that, because a lot of people don't believe. And I'm a true believer, and I am a witness to you being consistent in your path, in your walk, in your belief.
I'm the same. I'm the same person.
You are the same. You're the same person.
I do keep it the same. I might have aged, but like it's the same. Like,
Barely.
There's no. I know you freaking right. But I don't change. Like the one thing that's the most. I tell people all the time. There's two consistent things in life: God and change. Mm-hmm. God is always going to be there consistently, and change will consistently happen. I don't care who you are, no matter what. That's the one thing that happens in life that is always consistent. You have God and change.
Amen.
But you just got to be able to roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're me and you build the boat as you go, it don't matter. Because I'm just building it as I go anyway. So,
and we are enjoying watching you build and grow.
Jeez.
I'm like, maybe one day I'll be able to hop a flight, because you done seen some places, and that reward is something
that's my
different.
favorite thing to see, places, because when you are from, I feel like you can't, if you only know Detroit, you don't know nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
People live different everywhere.
Yeah.
I think my best favorite, my sister lives in Hawaii, but my favorite place that I've ever been in the world was Israel. And I landed back in Detroit 10 days before that first bomb dropped. But it was the best trip of my entire life. And you get to see things from your own perspective and not CNN.
Right.
Because I feel like media projects things. They want you to see what they want you to see. But when you are there and you get to experience all these foods, cultures, nationalities, people, it's different.
It opens up the world. And
What?
let us know. Like, some people from the city don't know, like, it's not just us. It's a big world out here.
It's so ginormous. It's so ginormous. I tell people, like, you go from regular Detroit to Dearborn, like, there's so many different nationalities. We're a melting pot, but I don't think people understand that.
No, because they don't cross 8 Mile. So you have a ton of angels watching over you.
Oh, my God.
You know, and we're not going to get into the specifics.
It's fine, but the angels are angeling.
Yeah. And so I was going to say, what do you hear Mama say?
That's the one thing I always think about, because Mama, let me tell you, Mama was probably my first health mission, because I was like, why do you have to have cancer? What can I do to help? And this is before I knew what I was doing. Mm-hmm. I want you to live. We're going to beat this cancer, but when you telling somebody that's 70 and 80-year-olds live their own life, they don't care about nothing you talking about, right? Right. But Mama, they going to know your name all over the world, baby. And I was like, how much morphine did they give you? Like, is everything... But she said it.
She said that?
And she meant it. And let me tell you who that lady knew. Right? Yeah. So I'll be like, I'm saying it like that. So to everybody know that name, I feel like as many McDonald's as people see, as many Burger Kings or Popeyes or White Castle, as many fast food chains you see, you're going to see that many kitchens. Right. Because nobody's telling us to eat to live.
No, they're not.
You're giving us fast food and liquor stores.
Amen.
And the only way we change that is we have to change it.
So we see this vision of kitchens all over the world. What can the people expect to see from you in the near future or the far future? What's in store for Miss Quiana Rice?
Look for us in grocery stores.
Okay. What we looking for?
Some of our vegan products.
Really?
In real life. Mm-hmm. Because I like to bring people back to the table. Mm-hmm. I think we don't eat dinner at the table enough anymore.
We do not. If you have a table, I don't even have a table at my house.
I'm gonna punch you. All I'm saying.
Buy me a table.
I will.
Miss Israel.
In real life, that's the main thing. I want people to go back to the table, so I want to make food that people can cook in the oven and sit down and eat.
I love that.
That was the most favorite thing about my entire life, because my family is family. Like, we family, and when we eat together. So I know how to cook for an army before I had a restaurant, because my family is an army. I've always cooked for an army. So look for that. And then I feel like the pyramid of the food in the government is going to change. And I feel like I'm going to be at that table.
Okay.
That's real talk.
No, you said it here. You guys heard it here first. You heard it here first.
So I'm very big on that, because I want people to understand the real. I feel like when that was created, it was created because it was like all of our friends are sitting at the table. I'll make sure you get some money, you get some money. But now I want it to be a real food circle that understands, like, we're doing this because we actually want humans to live. Right. Not because I want you to make money off the meat industry and you go make your money off of the dairy industry and you go make your money off of this. I want it to really be like, no, I really want us to eat to live.
Okay. Because I hear people say it all the time, and like in the back of my mind, I feel like if I can just discipline myself on my eating habits, then the sky is the limit.
But you can. I think people.
I mean,
I say this all the time. I have a whole class I teach about, like, meal prep for a plant-based lifestyle. I tell people all the time, like, nobody else can hold you accountable. We use the word accountable wrong. I'm very big on using your words and using them accurately. So when people are like, oh, somebody's going to hold me accountable, I can hold a bag of groceries, I can hold a baby, but I cannot hold you accountable. Mm-hmm. You have to hold yourself accountable. Right. But you only hold yourself accountable when you really make it like, oh, I got to fix it, because what's my why? What is the real reason why I want to do this? When you figure out your real reason, because the only reason Cooking with Q started was because I was like,
I want to live.
I want to live. Because that is a choice. I want to live. I want my kids to see. I want my family. I want to live. I still want to live. So what can I do to make myself live a little bit longer? You know, besides my fasting, praying, and saying, Lord, please extend my family's days, because I don't want to see no more caskets in the name of Jesus. But listen, I want to live. I want to live.
Amen.
Full. We living. On the plane and
today.
I'm not. Yo, I'm leaving.
Just said Burger King
right now, bro.
Like, ain't no kale or carrot gonna fix that ground.
I'm done. I'm done with
and
you.
we are done with this show. So, and you are a great person. I want you to tell the audience where they can find you, where they can follow you, and tell them, like, y'all ain't coming to steal her light. I done tell them, like, when I go to the kitchen, it's all about good energy and stuff. So come mess with me. Come sit with me. Come have a glass of wine with me. But don't come to mess up my energy because
it's a good time.
It is a good time. So where can they follow you?
So in real life, since I am a social media whore, you can find us on every platform. At Cooking with QUE. At Cooking with QUE. Or you can find the restaurant at The Kitchen. It's at The Kitchen by CWQ. So Instagram, Facebook, it used to be Twitter. It's
you
called
do the
X.
Twitch thing that some young person
Twitch is there. We have everything. And now I was trying to open it up for folks. So, like, our cooking classes are in the store, but they're also virtual. And I just opened up virtual cooking classes all the way to July.
That is amazing.
And they're $10, so you can't make an excuse.
You got $10 too? Because I'm like, you expensive. It's expensive to eat vegan.
$10 virtual.
I can afford $10.
You cannot say that eating healthy is expensive.
That's what people say.
But you got your hair done, nails done, everything done. Don't never come to me and say it costs too much to eat vegan when y'all got on $2,000 shoes and $10,000 pocketbooks and your watches is Rolex. Don't talk about eating healthy because you're going to pay for the produce or the prescription.
Ooh, boom.
And this show.
Thank you for tuning in the stream. My name is Lake, your host, and this is my dear friend, Red Quinoa.
That's my cousin, Quinoa.
This is Chef Quiana Rice, and I thank you so much for being here. We will see you guys soon. Love,
I
bugs.
love you in my heart.
I love you, man. You should.